today. The topic is establishing a minority franchise, and we have with us to talk about establishing a minority franchise, Mr. Roland Jones. And Mr. Jones, let me again thank you for coming by and giving us the kind of information that you're giving us, because I think that some of the things that you're talking about, and a lot of folks never consider how very, very important they are in terms of having a desire to establish a franchise. Let's pick up where you left off.
Well, let's see, where did I leave off?
You were talking about being among the upper echelon in terms of the McDonald Corporation and et cetera. You see, it being a minority within that framework.
Well, being a minority during that time is certainly different than being a minority now. Of course, back when I started, when I mentioned, washing the trash cans my first day, and being the only minority in the state of Virginia, and then less than a year later, being a general manager of a restaurant, in that same state, and couldn't even go to a dentist up the street when I had a horrible toothache because it didn't take color.
Okay.
But today, things are different. It's a black man that owned 20 restaurants in the same area.
Okay.
Yeah. And so today, the playing field is not level.
Okay.
But it's
the challenges are much different.
The challenges are much different. And I think minorities bring a lot to the table because it brings diversification of thought. It brings diversification in terms of connection with the consumer base. And fortunately, I've owned 4 different franchises during my lifetime, in my career. And my book here, Standing Up and Standing Out, is about, the title of it is, the subtitle is How a Team with a Few Black Men Changed the Face of McDonald's and Shook Up Corporate America.
Okay.
And it is about the collaboration and teamwork that took place among a few black men.
All right.
To overcome the obstacles in the system, and how mutual beneficial outcomes were achieved as a result of overcoming those obstacles. And one of the key principles in here that is very important when it comes to franchising, that's collaboration and teamwork. A tremendous amount of collaboration is required between the franchisor and the franchisee. A tremendous amount of collaboration is required between people at the corporate level on the franchisor side. A tremendous amount of collaboration is required among fellow franchisees because they do have, corporate marketing and purchasing associations for the various marketplaces. And as far as the getting into it and getting into the little political aspects of it, that's touchy. If you're not political, sometimes that's not the way to go, because there's politics in particularly the larger franchises. They don't always start that way, but they grow into that. And a larger franchise is good. I mean, those that have been around and established, they're very good, but they're
political.
Yeah, political. You have to give up something to get something. Where the smaller ones, you don't get the kind of service, and you have to work a lot harder in. But there's another book I have here, and I think it's very important. I mean, this, of course, Stand Up, Stand Out is my book. I recommend that to anybody.
And it's well worth recommending. I've read it.